Welcome back to WWH. My name is Andrew Dreamer. I apologize for the way I sound right now. I've been sick for the past few days, but we're going to push through anyway. Today we're going to be taking a look at the career of one of my favorite professional wrestlers of all time, Sting. This past Sunday, Sting wrestled his final match at AEW Revolution, showing that at 64 years old, he can still go with the best of them. One of my earliest experiences with wrestling was this old VHS tape that I had. It was WCW Superstar Series Sting, Back in Black. It was this 45-minute video that made me fall in love with professional wrestling. I was enamored by the icon, his look, the way he spoke. I loved it all. His character at the time was clearly horror-inspired, and that's right up my alley. It's this Crow era that I want to focus on for this video, but before we get to that, I just want to say this to Sting, who will never ever see this. Thank you for all of the memories and the years of hard work and dedication. You ignited a passion within me that burns to this day. Thank you. Alright, let's head down to the ring and get this show started. In the realm of professional wrestling, personas and characters play a crucial role in captivating audiences and creating memorable moments. Among the most iconic personas in professional wrestling history is that of Sting, specifically during his Crow era.
But the only thing that's for sure about Sting is nothing's for sure.
This era marked a significant departure from his previous personas and catapulted him into legendary status within the industry. In this video, we will explore the origins, background, and impact of the Crow era of Sting. Sting, born as Steve Borden on March 20th, 1959, began his wrestling career in the mid-1980s. Initially portraying a colorful, flamboyant character reminiscent of the surfer archetype, Sting quickly rose to prominence in Jim Crockett Promotions, later WCW, and the Universal Wrestling Federation. Throughout the late 1980s and early 1990s, Sting remained a fan favorite, capturing numerous championships and becoming one of the faces of WCW. However, the turning point in Sting's career came in 1996 with the emergence of the Crow persona. This transformation was heavily inspired by the 1994 film The Crow, directed by Alex Proyas and based on James O'Barr's graphic novel of the same name. And it's interesting where the idea for this gimmick change came from. It was Scott Hall who initially gave Sting the idea, asking him if he'd ever seen The Crow.
Did you ever see The Crow? And you were like, no. I said, no, it's kind of cool. It's a stark, scary character. You know, he wears a trench coat. So wears a face paint, but kind of.
The film, noted for its dark and gritty atmosphere, centered around a character seeking vengeance after his murder, donning the hauntingly iconic makeup resembling a crow. Sting's transition to the Crow persona was gradual, though, beginning with cryptic vignettes that aired on WCW programming. These vignettes depicted Sting lurking in the shadows, clad in black attire with his face painted white, resembling the titular character from the film.
And a mission of justice. This is Sting.
The imagery was starkly different from his previous persona, signaling a darker, more brooding incarnation of the wrestler. The Crow era of Sting marked a departure from his previous persona both in appearance and demeanor. Gone were the vibrant colors and flamboyant antics, replaced by a silent, enigmatic figure who communicated through actions rather than words. Sting's in-ring style evolved to reflect this transformation as well, adopting a more methodical and calculated approach, often employing mind games to outwit his opponents. By the way, don't miss a single bone-crushing upload. Hit that subscribe button, unleash the horrors, and become a member of the WWH Universe. We're not just wrestling with horror. We're delivering it to your screen every week. Central to the Crow persona was Sting's quest for justice and redemption. Much like the character from the film, Sting became a vigilante of sorts, targeting those he perceived as corrupt or deceitful within WCW. This narrative added depth to his character, resonating with audiences and elevating his status from mere wrestler to a symbol of righteousness and defiance. One of the most memorable aspects of the Crow era was Sting's feud with the NWO, a villainous faction that had taken over WCW. Led by figures such as Hulk Hogan, Scott Hall, and Kevin Nash, the NWO represented everything that Sting opposed: power, corruption, and betrayal. Their clash became the focal point of WCW programming, with Sting serving as the vanguard of resistance against the NWO's tyranny. The culmination of Sting's transformation came at WCW's flagship event, Starrcade 1997. In a highly anticipated match against Hulk Hogan for the WCW World Heavyweight Championship, Sting emerged victorious, solidifying his status as the savior of WCW and vanquishing his enemy. Unfortunately, this didn't go as smoothly as it should have. Hulk Hogan actually got a 3 count over Sting, in which referee Nick Patrick was supposed to make a quick count. He didn't, though. He counted it like a normal pinfall.
Big leg drop. 1, 2, 3.
Then out comes Bret Hart, who refuses to let the match end this way. The match restarts, and a couple of Stinger splashes and a Scorpion Deathlock later, Sting picks up the victory.
Look at the face! So much emotion! Tonight is our night!
Yes, he walked away with the title, but the way this went down just didn't sit right with fans, and the incident is discussed to this day. Sting would continue to use variations of this character throughout the remainder of his career. After WCW folded, Sting spent several years with TNA, where he became an integral part of their company, because of course he did. During this portion of his career, Sting would evolve his Crow character to better fit who he is as a person while keeping the foundations intact. He finally signed with WWE in 2014, which should have been the grandest of occasions, setting up several dream matches. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case.
The man who's never stepped foot inside WWE's arena before! Well, what a hell of an impact he's made!
He would only wrestle 4 matches with the company before he was injured in a match with Seth Rollins. His future in the ring was doubtful, and we thought we would never see Sting wrestle again. However, he was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2016, and this would be the last time we would see the icon for 4 years. In December of 2020, Sting made a shocking return to the wrestling world when he appeared at Dynamite Winter is Coming. Sting would wrestle in one cinematic match before wrestling his first live match for the company at Double or Nothing 2021. I was actually at that show, and I remember getting actual chills when Sting made his entrance. During his tenure with AEW, Sting formed a bond and a tag team with Darby Allin, a younger wrestler within the company. All in all, Sting competed in 30 matches for AEW, winning every single one of them. And that brings us to Revolution 2024. The 30th match, Sting and Darby Allin took on the Young Bucks in a Tornado Tag Team match for the AEW Tag Team Championships. The match was the perfect way to end the Stinger's career. I thought the match was actually really good. And Sting having his sons in there with him, you could just tell how proud and happy he was. He deserved this moment to go out on top. I've seen a lot of discourse on social media about some of the spots in the match, and even about Sting himself. I won't be entertaining any of that. Sting deserves his flowers, and I'm thankful as well as grateful that I got to witness him get those flowers. The Crow era of Sting left an indelible mark on professional wrestling, influencing future generations of performers and reshaping the landscape of storytelling within the industry. Sting's ability to reinvent himself and transcend traditional wrestling archetypes showcased the power of character development and narrative-driven storytelling. Moreover, the Crow persona resonated with audiences on a profound level, tapping into themes of justice, vengeance, and redemption that are universally compelling. Sting's portrayal of the character was masterful, blending elements of mystique and intensity to create an aura of intrigue that captivated viewers. In conclusion, The Crow era of Sting stands as a testament to the transformative power of storytelling in professional wrestling. Inspired by the dark and atmospheric world of the Crow, Sting's evolution into this iconic persona elevated him to legendary status within the industry and cemented his legacy as one of the greatest performers of all time. Now, before we wrap up, I want to do a quick rundown of Sting's accomplishments in the wrestling business. He is a member of the WWE Hall of Fame, TNA Hall of Fame, and the Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame. In total, Sting has won 26 championships in his career for companies including WCW or Jim Crockett Promotions, TNA, UWF, and World Wrestling All-Stars, not to mention finishing off his career with the AEW Tag Team Championships. Sting has wrestled in 5 different decades and traveled all over the world entertaining fans. He truly is an icon. But that is going to wrap up this look at the career of Sting and how the Crow era redefined an entire generation of wrestling. I would love to hear from you, and let me know in the comments what your favorite Sting match is, or just your favorite memory of him. Also, check out the links in the description if you're interested in merchandise or Redcon 1 products, and consider becoming a member of the WWH Universe over on Patreon as well. Like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. We have a lot more coming your way very soon, but until then, my name is Andrew Dreamer, and this is Wrestling with Horror.